Playboi Carti decided to bless his fans with another full studio album after 5 years of them waiting and 2 years of me waiting. I have never been a Carti fan. Like, I'm not a diehard, I'm not a day one. I just fell into the hype and it carried me through, and I found myself also waiting for the album to drop. And I listened to it on Friday when it dropped, and I have some thoughts. So, before I go into this, I have reviewed, I think, one album on this channel, if I'm not mistaken, and that was Drake and Party Next Door's joint album. And the difference between that and this is because this had hype. This had people waiting for 5 years, and me for 2 years, because I only started waiting like 2 years ago when the hype was kind of growing on me as well. And I started to hear more of his songs, and I started liking them. Cardi's music is not for the old heads, and like I also listen to conscious rap and stuff. I don't think most conscious rap fans would like anything Cardi drops because his music, I personally, I'm just talking for myself. I personally listen to Cardi just to vibe. I don't listen to Cardi for some deep stuff. I don't listen for some like love songs or whatever. No, I just go in there to vibe. So I have his songs on my playlist and stuff. I don't have his albums saved or something like that. This is like basically the first ever Cardi album I've heard in full. Some of them I've heard in bits, and I have a few hit songs of his in my playlist and stuff. That's all. So I not that big of a Cardi fan. Maybe I am right now because of the hype and stuff, and because he had some good songs come out in 2024. So yeah, I kind of got into the whole thing out of nowhere. I was just pulled into this hype about somebody that I had no idea about. The only time I got to see who Cardi was was when he appeared on Aiden Ross's stream and like scammed him for 2 or 3 million or something like that, and like came in for like 6 minutes or something like that and bounced. Like that shit was like funny as hell when it happened. But I think yeah, that was it. It seems like he's taking this mysterious persona very seriously and stuff. And I've seen him wear a freaking, I don't know what, like the thing that like women wear like underneath the shirt or something. I'm not going to describe it. I'm just going to paste a picture of him wearing the thing. So I saw that and I was like, oh, so he's that kind of person. And I don't know. Like I'm not going to talk about all that because we are here to talk about the music, right? But like that's like the vibe of his era of music, right? Because he came up in the times of the little Uzi Verts and stuff, and Triple X's and stuff, and all those guys and the Lil Yaris and stuff. All those guys had some weird thing going on with them, like painting their nails, drugs, blah blah blah, like a lot of weird stuff going on and stuff. So maybe this is his weird stuff because I've seen a lot of things that make me question, like, brother, are you? And this is probably going to piss a lot of Curry fans, but who cares, man? Like you've seen this, it's all over the internet. You probably know that people are kind of sus on dude. But yeah, he dropped his album. I think it's called Music or something like that. But the album cover says I Am Music. It's good. I wouldn't say it's like great. I don't say like it's the best thing I've heard. It's just good. It's not bad. It's good. I would rate it a 6 at best. Only because I didn't like the variety and stuff. I am a new Curry fan. I'm there to hear the deep voice. I'm there to hear the good beats. I'm there for vibe. I'm not there to hear him speak about his past or whatever like that, or like make love songs or whatever. Even though that's like Cardi before, my Cardi knowledge is like limited. So my judgment is a bit off, right? That's why I think judging Cardi on this, I need to treat it like a special case. It's not like somebody that I know, like Drake or Kendrick Lamar or something like that. Like any of those people who dropped their albums and I reviewed them. I knew them before, so I know what to expect and I know how to compare like what they've done before with what they dropped now, right? As for Cardi, I only know a few songs from his past albums and stuff just because they were popping. So I listened and they were nice and I liked them, but I don't have any of his albums to compare to. This as like the first album I listened to is okay. It's not bad, it's not good, it's okay. So 6 is a fair number to give it. The features on this were really good as well. He had a decent number of features. I liked the Weeknd's feature on this. I think if not Kendrick, his was my favorite. And then second would be Kendrick. Kendrick, I think he had like 2 or 3 songs on there. He did some R&B number there or something like that where he hear like the melodies. He did the whole like Caesar thing that he did on like Luther or something, and then he did like a Cardi vibe thing. I think he did something with like ad libs or something, like where he just did ad libs. His like appearance on this album was good for me. I'm satisfied. Who else? Also, yeah, Skepta really pulled through. Like when his verse ended on that song, I was like I wanted more, man. It felt so short because like it was just going in, and I was like, oh man, this is so good. And then it ended, and I was like, oh damn, man, because I was like, it was so good. And then Future, yeah, Future. I am forgetting the song names and stuff, but I liked him on one song where he does the hook or chorus or something, and it was very good. Like it was really really good. I like that one. Yeah, I think those were the features that stood out for me. Overall, I have nothing to complain about. I hope the Cardi fans are satisfied with this because they've been longing for it for a while now. And I hope it's not the same situation as his previous album where people waited for so long and he just gave them the album and like it was okay, but it wasn't like the best. That's what I heard. Like I didn't listen to it in full. So I heard people complain about it. So hopefully that's not the case. I went in there expecting what he had dropped before, because in 2024 he dropped a few songs on YouTube, but not on Spotify. Some of them leaked as well. So that was the vibe that I was looking for on this album. But the album was like 30 songs. So he had to put a lot of stuff there. And most of the stuff that he put in there were skips for me because I think they served the Cardi fans. I was there for the deep voice stuff. I was there for the vibe. And I got my fair share of the vibe. And I think Cardi fans also got nostalgia and all that stuff that fans look for in albums and stuff. So yeah, I think overall people are happy. I haven't seen anyone's reaction on this, so it'll be fun going on X and finding out what people really think about the album. But yeah, I've been your boy Teo, and these were my opinions. What are yours? Let me know down in the comments. Like the video and subscribe for more content. See you next time. Alright.